Paver Pete here to discuss the hottest new trend in hardscaping and landscape construction, permeable pavement, or as we like to call it, segmental permeable pavement, using rigid units that are manufactured very similar to an interlocking pavement, but with a pronounced joint to allow stormwater or water in the environment to run down through the joints of the system into the bedding layer, into the base, and either out through a pipe or slowly into the environment. Segmental permeable pavement. We'll be looking at proper excavation to make sure that we're digging it adequately. And if you're in a freeze thaw or frost susceptible climate, maybe digging a little deeper and opening up the system to geothermal energy. We'll look at how to amend the subgrade. We don't compact it. Compacting it will reduce the rate of infiltration. So we'll look at ways of scarifying and amending the subgrade to increase its bearing ability and increase the rate of infiltration of water into it, even if it's a very weak, heavy clay. We'll look at some geotextile fabrics that we can use over top of that amended subgrade to separate or segregate our base from our soil subgrade so they don't mix together over time. We'll look at our base option, typically an ASTM spec number 57 stone or an AASHTO spec number 57 stone. We'll clearly define the differences between those two national specifications. We'll look at using geogrid, biaxial geogrid specifically, intermittently in that base to give it some strength in light vehicular traffic like a residential driveway or in heavy vehicular traffic subject to ESAL truckloads, equivalent single axle load type trucks. We'll look at the use of an intermittent geotextile fabric to separate or segregate our bedding layer from the base, when and if we would do that. We'll look at our bedding layer, its thickness, its specification, shape, hardness, and gradation. We'll look at the units that we're going to specify. Once again, rigid units, flexible system, pronounced joint, allow the water through it. Some idiosyncrasies of permeable pavement are edge restraint, using precast or natural stone curbing, and then a steel reinforced or fiber reinforced backfill, using some of the hybrid edges with wedge-shaped spikes. We'll look at that as well. We'll wrap the whole thing up with joint fill and some post-construction wash and protectants that we can apply that are also joint stabilizers. If you want to learn the cutting edge of segmental permeable pavement, this is the course for you.